First tonight, the Super Eagles are finally back in Nigeria after a 12-hour delay left them stranded in an airport in Libya. Well, the team landed in Kano a few hours ago and landed in the capital, Abuja, minutes ago. They were scheduled to face Libya's football team in the second leg of the AFCON qualifiers on Tuesday. Now, the Nigeria Football Federation has now officially withdrawn the team from the game. The Confederation of African Football has also begun an investigation into the ordeal. President Bola Tinubu has welcomed the safe return of the Eagles and has called on the disciplinary board of CAF to conduct a thorough investigation. Well, at the airport in Kano, Deputy Governor of Edo State, Philip Shuaibu, and other officials of the Super Eagles called on CAF to sanction the Libyan team.
Well, let's cross live to the Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport here in Abuja, where the Super Eagles have just landed. AB, good to see you, and thanks for your time. Help us make sense of first, apart from the ordeal in Libya, one would have thought that there would have been a direct flight from Libya to Abuja. Why did they first make a touchdown in Kano?
Well, thank you so much, Lyman. That was the original plan. That's the same route they left with, and they returned today. They got to Kano at about, I think, 6 p.m., but they just touched down about 30 minutes ago. I think I would just like us to listen directly to the coach of the Super Eagles as he narrates the ordeal the team faced during their brief stay, but rather a terrible stay in Libya. Thank you so much, Coach, for joining us on the show today. Let's have your thoughts of what the team and yourself passed through.
Thanks for having me. It was actually a tough one. We left here since yesterday afternoon, and then we arrived in Libya at about 7:30, which is 8:30 local time. So from that yesterday up till now, we've been... Do I use the word held hostage somewhere? We couldn't get out. It was a bit of a trauma for everyone, but the thing is I can't really comprehend what must have informed that. Because we all know how football can unify nations, can unify people. And for Libya to act in that manner, or Libyans to act in that manner, was very strange to me. But however, I want to say big thanks to the federal government of Nigeria for the quick intervention, especially Minister of Sports, Senator Oko. And another good thing is the boys are not really, I won't say they're not worried, but mentally they're still strong. It would have been nice to come back home with 3 points. Unfortunately, the game didn't hold. Of course, no game would have been played under such circumstances. But the good thing is we're back home, and also thank the Libyans for letting us go. Because it took a while, and I don't understand what happened. I can't comprehend, seriously.
Well, we already know that CAF has said that they will look into it, that the disciplinary committee will take action. But let's talk about sportsmanship. In sports, there's a term called sportsmanship where you treat your opponents in a fair way. Was that the direct opposite of what you encountered, knowing that the global practices state that they should receive their guests with the utmost welcome?
Absolutely. But you see, the comment from the captain last time when they came here, I think triggered the whole thing, which was not correct. Although they did apologize during the match, pre-match meeting here, and because it was their fault that they landed in Port Harcourt. And Nigerians or Nigeria will never ever treat any team like this, never. And then I think the public was incited for some reason, and they started acting unfunny, But like I said earlier on, sports or football, to be specific, is a sport that unifies people. And they did apologize then that it was not their fault, but it's already said. But maybe they had another strategy or another game plan in mind that you and I don't know.
And now looking at it, Nigeria still stays with 7 points. But I know that at this point, the major thing isn't about games, but about safety. Looking at everything that has happened and what CAF has already released, would you say should the 3 points be deducted for Nigeria for no show up what will it mean to the team and the situation they felt?
There's no way we would have played under that circumstance. You were talking from Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport here. If you were there live, then you will understand what I'm saying. It was tough. You can't. You just no way. Because at some point the president said, okay, you know what? We'll have to go out of the airport, go look for a hotel. They won't even let us out of the hotel. So how do you interpret that? No food, thanks to ValueJet from the snacks they gave us on arrival. That's what we ate. This morning is a guy that came from the embassy. He bought us some piece of bread. That's what we had. You know, so there is no way we would have played. Even CAF definitely will look into it. We have enough evidence. I think CAF will be fair.
But thank you so much
My
for
pleasure.
your time.
My pleasure.
Well, you've been listening to the coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria speaking on the ordeal the team faced in Libya. Over to you, Sulaiman.
Yeah, Ebi, thank you very much. We feel the exasperation there and the fatigue that the Nigeria Super Eagles were exposed to there in Libya. Well, I wonder what else we need to know. Tell us, Ebi, I mean, how much of what happened with the Libyan team are you aware of in terms of how they were treated when they came to Nigeria? Because, I mean, their LFF has actually complained that, hey, we had the same experience, but it looks like we don't have Ebi there any longer. Well, the Libyan... Okay, I'm told she's back. Ebi, if you can hear me, I was asking if you're aware of any incident that happened with the Libyan team where they claim that they were equally, mistreated or ill-treated when they came to Nigeria. How was that handled by the NFF or the Nigeria Football Authorities? If Ebi can hear me, well, we're told that the Libyan team had not so pleasant experience when they were in Nigeria. How much of it are you aware of, and how did the Nigerian authorities, football authorities, handle that situation?
Well, actually, the NFF and that is Federation, they kept communicating with CAF, trying to let them know, especially as the captain of the Libyan national team had already come out to say that the Nigerian national team, or Nigeria as a whole, treated them badly when they arrived. But according to information, I was in Uyo during the first leg, and I was aware of the fact that just like what happened with South Africa, they decided to land in Port Harcourt and not Uyo. So at that point, the NFF tried to ensure that they arrived Uyo via flight, but they said that the expenses of taking another private flight to Uyo would be too much for them, and they decided to go by road. And the NFF got escorts for them to ensure that they were safe. And at this point, there was at no point network was cut off from them at all. But as you can see, or as the whole world saw, we saw that the Super Eagles were left stranded for over 20 hours. They got there, no food, at some point no internet, and I spoke with a couple of the players who said that ordeal is one that is so terrifying and traumatizing for them.
All right, we'll have to leave it there. Ebi Yomo, you'll stay on this and we'll see how things unfold.